Thank you for watching the Comedy at the Creek podcast, brought to you by Country Creek Reception Hall and Beer Plug Entertainment Productions. I'm your host, Jason Pierpoint. Today's guests are Nicole Melnyk and Niles Nowak.
I am super fucking happy that you guys came and sat down and talked to me.
Thank you for having me. I know I'm a backup, but listen, dude, I'm not just any QB2. I'm Tom Brady. All right, I'm Tom Brady, and Dante got hit in the head really hard, and now I'm here, dude.
Yeah. Hey, I love Dante though.
I love Dante.
Yeah, we love Dante. No one here doesn't love Dante.
Can we just do that for the podcast? Can we just talk about who we like?
Yeah.
I like Dante.
No, I don't like to publicly make alliances, but I'll listen to you guys too.
Well, hey, we're out here at Comedy Creek 19. We've done 20 of these fucking shows so far.
That's crazy. Is that including the competition in the 19?
Yeah, no, 20
Okay,
including the competition, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
My
so
OCD makes me number them all, from 1 all the way up to 19.
I like it.
And the comedy competition was the only one I didn't, because you've been here twice, you said.
Yeah, twice.
And then I think you've done 2 or 3 of these, I think, by now.
I'm here all the time, fans.
Hell yeah.
Fans. What's your what do you think you've improved on the most in the show?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I have no idea. I say this every time, but I have no idea why everybody keeps coming back to this fucking thing.
Dog, it's great. It sells out pretty much every time I've seen it, I think, right?
Yeah,
Close
we'll
to?
see. We'll see what happens with the basketball game.
Do they know that we're recording a podcast right now?
I'm sure they can probably figure it out by now.
Yeah, we're not hooked up to the speakers or anything.
They'll be like,
that's what I'm saying. I wish we were hooked up to the speakers. I wish we could talk to them.
We're not. Yeah, this is actually kind of weird. It is kind of weird. We just have the best table in the room, and we're kind of above all of them, so they just know that we're up to something up here.
Like, I wonder what those kids are up to.
I've had a few occasions where people come rolling in, and they all start sitting, and they're like, "Is this the comedy show? We can't fucking hear anything that they're saying."
You can't.
Oh,
God, egg on my face.
I thought about it at one time. I was like, I wonder if I should just just run the whole feed into the actual PA system. But I was like, I don't know, fuck it.
A live podcast would be a fun try. If you wanted to ever try that, dude, let me know, because that would be fun. I wonder if people would end up liking it. We would need to do bits.
People do live podcasts.
I know, but I want to see. The only 2 that I know are Kill Tony and Skanks. I want to know. I want to know if people like it when we do it.
Arguably the 2 worst live podcasts.
How dare you? Well, one of them. How dare you? I like Legion. I used to like Legion of Skanks. I don't want to talk about other podcasts on here. Let's get to talking shit. All right, so
let's talk about where the money comes from, Jason.
Yeah. It doesn't come from me. That's for fucking sure.
Yeah, Jason, where's all this fucking money going, dude?
Where's this fucking money coming from?
We know your corned beef and roasted cabbage isn't costing that much. Where's all this money going, dude?
Yeah, second question about the menu. How fucking dare you?
I don't have anything to do with all that shit. I tell Kim, I'm like, hey, I'm going to come out here. I'm going to invite the comedians to come out, and everything else is on your end. So she could literally be charging $40 at the door and giving me fucking $5.
Yeah, they charged me a $50 cover to come in here.
As the comic.
It's only $5.
As the comic, that's not bad.
I mean,
that's not bad.
When
the guys up there are fucking doing. So they did this last time, and I remember it too. Is like, I'm like, hey, I'm a comic. I'm just gonna go. And he goes, whoa. Well, we still need to check in, and he's ready to get up at me. Like, he's ready. He's like 70 something, but this is his last stand. He's ready to die at the creek tonight, dude.
Well, that's Kim's parents, so that's her mom and dad that run.
They're ready.
This is their building.
They will fuck you up.
They're ready to die for her, dude. They're ready to absolutely die on the line for her.
They've been good help though. They're awesome coming out.
How long have they been together?
I don't know. I think it's been like 75 years or something like that. I don't know. I have no idea. Great people though. We've been out here. I come out here and have seen like a burlesque show that they've had here at the creek once before. We came here.
They didn't let you run that shit?
No, I don't have anything to do with that.
Because of the felony charges?
Could you imagine my ass running around here dressed in drag?
Yes,
Nobody
that's
wants
all
to
we
see
imagine. That's
what
all we
I
imagine,
thought we
Jason.
were coming to. I made this really big, so the next comic thinks that the previous comic was like really tall.
So what have you guys been doing?
So funny that you should ask me. I actually thought of this the other day. A pancake taco flight. We were watching a TV show on Food Network, and it was someone, and he made one taco pancake. But I think if you just do a flight of them and you do different berries with like Nutella, cheese, cream cheese.
A lot of cream cheese.
Is this a new restaurant venture that you got?
Maybe a restaurant.
Cooking up?
Maybe I'll just sell this one plate to some restaurant and they can have it.
Are you not the shark to whom we sell our ideas? Is this not not an
All right,
investment?
hey,
Is this not an
hold on.
investment
Hey, I'm in for nothing.
Okay, so I was gonna say 15% of my tacos for $20,000, but if that's not the plan here, then I don't know what.
So
the
what
fuck
do you?
is.
What is in a fucking taco with a shell made out of pancake?
It's literally okay. So you do whipped cream, you do a little bit of syrup, and you do berries. You do strawberries, you do blueberries, and you just pick up the pancake taco and you eat it like that. And how has this not been done before?
Wait, he forgot to
All right.
mention that the tacos are topped with your hopes and dreams.
Hopes and dreams in my tacos. I was just looking through my notes for shit to say because you said we didn't have anything planned. I gotta have something podcast worthy.
Yeah.
And this is my idea that I want to get out there. So if anyone does want to do taco pancake flight that matches a wine flight, you can do strawberry sangria, watermelon sangria, pineapple sangria, and then you do watermelon. Well, watermelon is terrible.
If my
this is all falling apart.
fucking man bun server tried to sell me a pancake flight, I'd order it just to smack it out of his fucking hands. Is that
You don't like my pancake flight idea? Where's this coming from?
I think it's a fun. It's like it reminds
How
me of a
dare you.
sketch. It reminds me of a sketch, right?
For the pancake flight?
Yeah, like I think you should leave. They're like,
Oh.
like they think they ordered a mimosa flight, and then they go, and here's your flight of pancake tacos. They're like, no.
Mimosa flight and pancake taco flight. You accidentally just made a great combo, you piece of
You
shit.
you said the flight thing. Well,
I said wine flight because I was thinking of the sangrias.
there's
for my
only
work.
2 kinds of wine, so I don't even know. It's a guy who's just dumb. But no, how could you possibly have a wine
Trying
flight?
out here, guys. Okay.
I've been no-butting Niles all day. I'm keeping him sharp.
It has been so hard. I go, you've been no butting a lot. She goes, yes, and I'm going to keep doing it. I go, you fucking
did say
piece of
that.
shit, dude.
Yo,
You piece of shit.
if you yes
dude.
and with a bad attitude, you are cool as fuck.
Well, I can tell you that I'm the only person on this panel right now. I'll call it a panel. I don't even know if that's a.
You
is that
want
a
to
panel?
call us a panel so
Is
bad.
that a fucking panel?
I think you should address me with a little bit more respect.
As a panel, we should just. You're the only panel member. Okay, Nicole's the only panel. Okay, how do we do?
If this is a goddamn panel, I expect a rectangular table, not this circle bullshit, Jason.
Yeah, we're gonna start renaming it. We are now a gaggle of podcasters.
Ooh, that's fun. A
Yeah.
gaggle.
A
It's like
gaggle.
G-A-Y.
A murder of podcasters.
No, I think too many podcasters that are gay would get their rocks off being like, oh, we're a murder of podcast hosts.
Ooh, that would be bad.
Yeah,
I can see a couple already.
the fucking P-boys.
Who do you hate the most? Oh, wait, hold on. Did we just get into something? Hold on, Nicole.
Oh,
do you hate
dude, I'll talk shit about I mean, I don't have a podcast. I'll talk shit about every podcast out there, dude.
Who do you hate? Who do you secretly hate the most, Jason?
Oh, I can't stand the Cornbread and Beans podcast.
Whoa. No, okay,
That's your
no,
boy.
okay,
That's
no,
your boy.
no.
That's your boy.
So I'm gonna press all these fucking buttons. I'm gonna burn this whole operation down. Rio, I got you. Don't
I know.
worry.
I got to give them shit. I love those guys to death. So I
No,
don't
we were
fucking
on their
care.
podcast first, so actually, it's like I'm
We
glad
are,
you,
we
Rio,
are. We
Darius, you
should.
guys want to come out here with the grenades?
This fucking joker.
We brought you here.
They don't fucking show up here, assholes.
Why don't they? Have you invited them?
Yo,
Do they just
they've
not?
been out here quite a
Oh,
few
okay,
times. They
okay.
actually did Cornbread and Beans live here.
Oh, what
so
the
they
fuck?
did have a live podcast here one time. I think they had
How did that
Robert.
go?
Robert was here with them
Yeah.
that night, and
It was like a
Jackie.
showcase. And
Were they like hooked up to the speakers for the audience?
Yeah, they
How'd it
had
go?
every-
Did it go good?
I guess it went pretty well. Yeah.
Were you here?
No, I was at a concert.
Oh.
That was why I was supposed to have comedy at the Creek that night. And I'm like, well, I got to figure out something because I already had the date booked.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, here's an idea, guys, and run with it. Do like a comedy at the Creek takeover.
That's
so
fire.
yeah,
That's sick.
Wow,
They
I like it
jumped on it.
because how Rio and Darius tell it. You, the bum host that you are, mismanaged your schedule. And so Rio and Darius rescued your evening of. I'm just kidding. They've never said that.
I was like, whoa, what's going on? This is crazy.
I'm just kidding, I'm
I was
just
like looking down, like, what
No,
am I gonna
they-
say to help make this funny again?
No,
that
that's
was,
they do that's what they do, live podcast and then show. They did it at Max one time. They did it here one time. I think they're always looking for venues. I think it's a cute idea.
I
thought-
love it, dude. I
I
would
thought
love
that's
to.
what we were gonna do, and then
Yeah.
none of these bums were listening.
Bums. You've been going on
I've been
bums a
hitting
lot
bums
lately.
a lot.
You've been
I've been
hitting. You've been listening to the Kendrick disses recently,
Yeah,
huh?
does he say bum a lot?
He
Oh, I
does.
love
He
it.
does on like that. The first of the trilogy.
Hey, let me tell you, I am not being humble.
So actually, in the first Captain
That's a Kendrick
America,
Lamar
they
reference?
actually shot it so he doesn't say Hail Hydra, but in the second one, he says Hail Hydra to deceive him and get the case back.
There you go.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but without context. Show him the clip.
So
Show 'em
welcome,
the clip,
yeah.
show 'em the clip, guys. So, there's a
the
clip of Captain
superhero
America.
podcast
Okay,
featuring.
now start recording.
No, and this is what I mean. Normal, non-hungry Nicole, she would have giggled at our inside joke that we have together. Hungry Nicole? She
Has
looks at me
never
and
heard
she
an
goes,
inside joke
and
in
she
her
goes,
life.
"What the fuck are you talking about without context?" I go, "You know what I'm talking about." And look at this is Hungry Nicole. This is what I'm dealing with.
I had some Gardettos in the car, audience. Don't
I
let
always
Niles
know it's going to
mislead
be a
you.
fun conversation with her because it wasn't like any questions about the podcast. It was like, is there food? And I was like, yeah. And then the follow-up question was, what is the food? And I'm like, I guess it's like St. Patrick's Day themed. And then I sent her a picture of the actual menu, and then I got nothing in return. Like, it wasn't even like, that's shit, or that looks good, or is there anything else available?
She just needed to know there was actual
based
food.
on the menu, I assumed a 98-year-old Irish grandmother made it with her bare hands, and so I did not want to besmirch it.
You get a chicken leg?
Is the owner's grandma back there making the food? I know it's a family operation.
People seem to be eating, so it's probably not too bad.
No,
Yeah.
people look like they love it. It looks good. I was gonna shit on it, and then I saw it, and I'm like, it's pretty. Looks good. I have Polish grandparents, so my shit is pretty close to this. Replace the cabbage with sauerkraut or whatever the fuck, and we're pretty much on brand.
And the famine with murder. Is that for Polish people murder?
So we'll take over the food theme then. Is that what you grew up on, was the Polish food?
Ooh, my dad's side, yeah. My mom's side was always trying to be healthy, and then we went on the South Beach diet for a while.
That's where you're gay.
That's where you're gay, and you just suck dick in South Beach, Miami, Florida. You go get fucked on coke. We got a hoodie from it, and I wore the hoodie to school. And when a kid goes one time, he goes, "I know where you got that hoodie," and I go, "Where?" And he goes, "The South Beach diet," and I go, "That's the most embarrassing." Like I didn't realize what's it called? Whenever you just a perception, like me being perceived. That's like the first time I felt perceived, and then it was being perceived for being on a diet, and I go, "Oh, that doesn't feel good." I'm just in a gym feeling fat for the first time. I was like, that's rough.
You were the farthest from fat.
Now. I used to be. Nicole knows that I'm 600-pound life in my head at all times. I used to be. My heaviest was 220.
Seriously?
Yeah, it was 220.
Holy
I'm down
shit.
to 180 now. But
Yeah, me too.
I would have never ever imagined that you were that big at one time.
I was a little fat middle schooler before I was like 5'4" and like probably 200, close to 200. I was a pretty fat kid, dude. And then like I was like, this hoodie is from the South Beach diet. There's really no reason to be wearing a hoodie in Texas where I lived at the time either. So it was the most. It was terrible.
I got you. I was 2010. I was 405 pounds.
Jesus
I
Christ.
lost. Yeah, I'm down to like 225. I think 230
Wow.
now. So yeah, I lost a whole shitload of weight.
Holy shit.
But I also played semi-pro football for a lot of years
You played
too.
semi-pro football?
Yeah, so 2011 was my last year playing. So that was when 2010 to 2011 is when I had lost like 120 pounds, I think it was.
What position were you? D-tackle?
No, I was an offensive lineman, right tackle.
Right tackle,
Yeah.
okay, right
15,
tackle,
15 years I played. It was a lot of fun, yeah.
This is where we lose Nicole on the podcast.
I
She
know,
hates
Nicole's
sports.
like, sports ball?
Which one of these microphones are we using to do the show tonight?
Ooh.
Probably this one,
Okay.
because it's not the one that's all dented. These microphones have been through like 20 years of like music
Anuses.
and getting beat up, so they've probably been puked into and everything else.
Hell
that's
yeah.
Good. That's good, dude. Hell yeah, dude. I fucking love it.
So did you play sports?
No.
Anything at all?
No. I liked running. High risk, zero contact.
Oh, yeah, you were a runner. I forget about that.
I'm a runner.
You're a runner.
Nicole has dude calves.
Was that cross country?
Yeah, cross country, and then when we did track and field, it was like the 1 mile and the 2 mile, and then sometimes I would just win by default because the other team didn't have a 2 mile runner.
Where did you grow up?
It's called Hamilton. It's outside of Holland, outside of Grand Rapids,
Fucking hate
outside of your
Hamilton,
mom's house.
dude. I hate Hamilton, dude. We just had
Hamilton?
a discussion about this. The play.
Oh, the play. It's not named after that Hamilton, so.
You're kidding. It's
I don't
not
think
named
so.
after your hometown in
No,
Michigan.
I don't think so. It might be that. I feel like they would have told us. Because I remember in the library being like, "Are we named after the guy?" And they were like, "No, you fucking idiot.
What was Hamilton's mascot?
We were a Hawkeye."
Oh,
We were
well,
the Hamilton we had
that's
to
pretty
change
straightforward.
We had to change our logo because Iowa was like, "Hey, stop!" And then we had everyone in the school like drew one and tried to like pick one, and then it was fine. I don't know. It was
I went to Eaton Rapids.
insane.
You
Yeah,
know where-
you look like you went to Eaton
Yeah,
Rapids.
I went to. Are you familiar with Eaton Rapids? We were
Yeah.
greyhounds.
Oh wow!
Could you imagine, having a mascot, a skinny little dog that's been,
it's like smoking cigarettes because y'all are in Eaton Rapids.
Yeah.
He's flipping a burger.
So
it's just been an animal that's been constantly abused
Yeah.
over its life.
He's got bags
so
under his
funny.
dog eyes.
Have you guys seen all the midget play, the high school
Well, I don't think you're supposed to use that word. Audience.
That's why they changed it. They're changing it from the midgets to something else. It's like a school in Michigan. That's why I thought you guys would know.
Seriously?
Yeah. It's like or it might not be Michigan now I think about it. But it was like the Wichita midgets or something like that. And people were like, old people are always like, no, it's like what we love it. We love it. And then everyone else is like, dude, stop. You got it.
We're midgets.
But like there are towns like that. Whenever I went to South Dakota, there are towns like that are just only old people. There's no young people there, so they're just getting away with that. They're called the midgets and stuff. Like I went to a town called the Midgets, and on their grocery store, you can get shirts that just say like, on their grocery store website, it's just like the West Side midgets and shit like that.
Who in the fuck came up with that?
Oh, I don't know.
Like they're like, okay, we can't use Indians because that's racist. We can't use Vikings apparently because that's like culturally appropriative or whatever it's called. And then they just was like, well, let's try midgets because we haven't covered that one yet.
I feel like we just need to get there, and then we'll probably have it all done by then. Then we can move on to something. We go to shapes or something after we get all the slurs in.
So after you graduated, did you come to Lansing? Is that where you end up moving? Because I know you guys both lived in Lansing for a while, didn't you?
Niles has never lived in Lansing in his
I
life.
thought that you lived
I was a
in
Grand
Lansing.
Rapids kid. I just hung out with her all the time when I first started because she would drive around to shows, and like I would always want to go with her. So I would go. I would be around her a lot, and she would always claim Lansing, and I would always be shutting up by her. I'd be like,
So are you both living in Detroit now?
Yeah,
we both
live in
moved out
Detroit.
there.
Okay, I knew that. I was bummed when you were like, I'm leaving.
yeah.
I'm not staying in Lansing.
They stopped doing Lansing's Best, so I got the hell out of town.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be funny if you got voted Lansing's best comedian again and you ain't even fucking living in Lansing
That's
anymore?
what the last year that I won, I was like I fully didn't have a place here at all.
Yeah, she was living in Detroit for a minute. Like before we even moved there, she was just driving everywhere.
Yeah,
really.
I'm like real G's move in silence, so I didn't tell y'all when I got out there.
I am constantly shocked about the amount of places that I see you
Yeah, I'm out there, dude. I'm on
you
the
are
wind.
fucking
You can't
out
even
there
catch me.
working.
Yeah.
Were you here on Thursday?
This Thursday?
Yeah, wasn't there like the
In Lansing?
best comedy or something like that? What were they doing out there at Spare Time?
What the? Oh, Future Comedy. Yeah, I didn't do this round, but I'm there
Okay.
a lot. I'm there a lot. Yeah. Hey, shouts, Mike Wall. What's up, dude?
Hell yeah, he's gonna watch this. Nah.
He might if we say his name. If we gotta say his name 3 times, he might just show up and take this venue from
I
you.
did see he was on the news with Dave the other day. So
oh,
I
does
thought
that
was
chap
cool.
your little fucking also on
No,
the
because
news
I was on
ass?
there a couple weeks ago. Didn't you
He's
see
like,
me?
fucking, oh, hey.
Wait, that is kind of again gets under your skin there,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
yeah,
Wait a
yeah,
minute, it
yeah.
does.
I got a
doesn't it?
pat on my back. I was on Studio 10 a couple of weeks ago talking about the last Comedy at the
It's
Creek
so
show.
funny.
So
I
Hey.
feel like it kind of irks you. Do you hate seeing him on your turf on your news?
no,
You hate it.
No.
How much do you hate
No,
it?
he's.
I took Rio with me. We had a
Yeah,
blast.
I believe Mike has pissed metaphorically on every single scene a little bit, and before anybody really got, he's like primordial.
I haven't had a chance to meet those guys yet. Somebody
The-
was here last month and then asked me if I knew Dave, and I'm like, yeah, I
Dave
see him
Welfare?
all over,
Yeah,
yeah,
he's-
but I haven't met him yet, and I haven't met
Yeah.
Mike either.
Was that
so.
the guy? I think he was in Grand Rapids a couple times. I met him, but I don't know
Yeah,
if I
he
know him.
could
Know him.
be. He
I
opened
got
for
mad
Fortune
respect for
Feast,
those guys. I mean, I don't have any sort of turf problems with
You
anybody.
sure? It seems like you do. The
No,
way,
dude,
listen,
the
you-
more-
listen,
I
dude.
didn't plant that into his head, but now you running with it is so funny.
I don't know, man.
You
You're
go, I'm
getting kind
happy
of
for him.
I'm
I don't know. It
quitting.
seems like.
I'm quitting. I'm so sick of it. No, I love the fact that everybody's got mics going. The more,
Okay,
the
okay,
more
man,
mics,
you don't need to scream at
the
us,
more
dude.
mics,
You need to
man,
calm
that
down.
there's out to work is better for all the artists around our area, especially Lansing. You guys are hoarding all the fucking comedy clubs out there in Grand Rapids and Detroit and
You're
Royal
supposed
Oak
to.
and
I
shit.
thought you were fucking building one out here,
I'm-
dude.
Wait, are you building a comedy club or not?
I can't talk about that right now because
Why?
there's problems with the building and the taxes right now.
Oh,
it is a
problems with the
possibility.
buildings and the
I
taxes,
did
as in
hear.
you're not paying the
Couple of
second
people,
part.
Niles. A couple of people are gonna go missing in the next couple of weeks.
Dude, that's so funny.
Did you
Wait,
guys
wait,
hear
We're
about
using
another
this as
comedy
our
club?
alibi. Yeah, you talking about the
Yeah,
one at
we've
the
heard about
fucking
a lot of
hotel? You talking about-
No. There was another one that somebody
No,
said
there
something to me. Okay, all right,
Around
well,
here?
Then you heard it first.
No,
I guess
there's-
on Michigan Avenue. Is that where
yeah,
that hotel's
it's-
at?
Yeah, it's a hotel. It's fucking Sam Rose. It's Jeter's
Okay.
bullshit.
All
Hey, hey. Speaking of talking shit,
I'm down to finally talk shit, dude. Then we'll get along on something. Let's talk
no, I
shit.
mean it's another. We were talking about it in the car. It's like a guy with a banner and then a big enough ego to be like, "This is a club." You're like, okay,
Dude,
lobby
we-
of the hotel.
We do talk about that. Like you are like it's comedy at the Creek. You've never been like come to my comedy club. You've never said that. But there are people who would have like a room that doesn't even like that's like this, but doesn't even have a stage, and they'd be like, "Hey
Oh.
guys, we're down at the club tonight,"
At
and
the
it's like.
club.
All right, guys. Hey, how about we have a little humility? Yours is real. You're like real about it. You're like, hey, it's my place, dude. I got a cool place.
I have not had any sorts of conclusions about what it is that I'm capable of doing. I'm like, I just want to hang out with people and have fun and tell some jokes. And that's why I've said a million times, I started this because I was too fucking lazy to drive all the way out to Grand Rapids and Detroit to do 7 minutes on a Wednesday night because I have a job like a big boy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I got to figure out what to do.
Hey, just say you don't want it, Jason. Hey, just say you don't want it.
And it might have something to do with I don't get invited anywhere. So I was like, all right, I guess I just gonna have to make some shit happen myself.
Yeah.
But it's worked out great because I've met people like you guys.
And, this is how you do it.
And I've met some really cool people over the past 3 years, and it's been awesome. So
Oh,
I appreciate
so
you guys
is that how
coming
long
out.
you've been doing it? Comedy? 3
Yeah,
years?
I started, what was it? It was November of 2020.
No, but he was a musician first, so you know those in between his songs were so funny before he ever was
You were
defeated.
riffing at the intermissions,
Riffing
dude. You were
at the-
intermission riffing, dude. Intermission riffing. That's the name of the episode. Intermission riffing.
Well, I've always loved comedy. I've always been a big fan, but I've spent too much time playing music, so I never had a chance to go out and really pursue it. So when my band finally dissolved and everything, I'm like, all right, I'm going to go out and give this a try, and I kind of got thrown into the fire. That's a whole different story, but I just love it.
Yeah.
I have a good time with it.
Okay, but be honest. How close are you to becoming a guitar comic? Be honest.
No, I will
How
never do
far
that.
away?
I will.
How far was it for
See,
you?
dude, that's how you know he is a real musician because he doesn't want to disrespect music like that. Not just comedy, but he goes, I wouldn't disrespect music like that.
I would be closer to whipping out the puppets than I would be whipping out the guitar.
Yeah, facts, dude. Facts.
Whoa.
It is funny. You go, are you going to bring out a guitar? He goes, I don't want to disrespect the craft. You go, of comedy? He goes, of music.
Yeah, no shit.
I think that's how it has to be. A guitar comic has to be. It's funny we put the guitar first, but you really do have to be a comic first. You really have to
Yeah.
commit to the bit
Yeah.
of bringing a musical instrument onto the stage and being like, okay, this is what we're doing.
Here it goes.
If you had to bring a musical instrument on stage, what would you bring? You had to.
Mad respect for all guitar comics that have booked me and will continue to book me in the future and past.
Probably, you know what a jaw harp is?
No, what's that?
I can't stand it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that would be my instrument of
I
choice on
hate
stage.
Well,
that.
would you do it post punchline or like to bring yourself?
Well,
like
for
where
sure it's
where
post
yeah,
punchline.
right? That's
You
what I'm
said
saying.
that, and then I said,
Yeah, and that's when I shit my pants.
What's yours? What's your
I
instrument
hate
you
it.
bring on stage?
if I can play an instrument that the stage is empty and I'm out performing.
No.
at the
You have to
community theater.
for comedy. You have to like. It's like for like in this universe, the craft of comedy requires one musical instrument, and you can't go do music.
No, if I can't do music, I am not.
This is
doing
what I
comedy.
mean. I picture a bit in the car, and I go,
No,
"So
that's
what if
my
a bird
heart
was
out.
coming from the sky?" And she goes, "No, because this bird comes from the water." And I go, "That doesn't. This is a
No,
different."
because I don't like comedy and I don't like performing it. If I had the music, if I had a musical ability, podcast listeners, this seat would be empty. If I could carry even a fucking tune, if I could identify but a pitch, you would never fucking see me again. If I could dance.
No nothing, no karaoke, no nothing. You don't
I
have
don't
like
even
a
fucking
karaoke song?
dude. I did one time a karaoke show, and the timing was so bad. It's the only thing that offsets how bad I am at karaoke when I do karaoke comedy, is that my comedy set is usually pretty damn good. That's it.
So
There's no universe.
violin. Okay, so I would probably do.
You look like a bassoon, dude.
I would hit an oboe. I would hit a bassoon. I would hit an oboe. I would hit a
Just
good
because it
woodwind.
looks like a giant bong. You just be like yeah, we went out to, speaking of Rio and Darius, we drove all the way out to the Independent
Nobody
a couple
was
of months
talking
ago.
about them.
Well, I was talking about karaoke. We went all the way out there to try to get on the
Oh,
open
yeah.
mic, and then they never picked us. So we
That'll
ended up
happen.
getting drunk and doing karaoke in the
At
front
the Ghost
room.
Light, yeah, at the Ghost Light. I get
so
mad.
funny.
I get mad when he calls it the indie bar. It's the Ghost Light. Hey, shouts Ghost Light. Love you and everything you do. Indie, you're on thin ice. Planet Ant, I love you. I love you.
Yeah, that's legendary shit. Isn't that where the all of, like the theater and all that shit comes
Yeah,
from
that's
in
where.
Detroit?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
How about a theater kid? You do that?
Yeah, I would if I'm telling you guys, I'm a hair's breadth away from quitting comedy, and I'm the best I've ever been. If a guy said to me, "Hey, I have most of a musical written, I just need you to put the fucking final note on it." Once I get that composition credit, you'll never fucking see me again, guys.
Nicole would rather be a stagehand for almost any play than do a set.
You don't think I wouldn't die to be ensemble number 8?
If she could be the person that paints Wicked's feet for the play, she could travel and do that happily.
That's
happily.
Do
No,
you
but
think that
I was gonna say how. I'm trying to do your bit for you.
She
and
wears
it's still
shoes.
That's what I was gonna say. Do you think that like her whole body is green, or is it just like the parts you can
No,
see?
I know that it's only the parts you can see, you fuck. Don't talk about musical theater with me.
She wears fucking high heels. The tops of her feet at least are green. Like,
Okay.
What is?
No,
What is?
what are you talking about?
I'm
No.
looking up Wicked's feet right. I'm looking up Wicked's
Wicked's feet
fucking
right
feet.
now.
Someone put my number in for BJ's Alamo Draft House, and their table is almost ready. I'm still gonna look this up instead. You fucking idiot.
Wait, whose house is it? What?
BJ's Alamo Ranch.
Is that us?
No.
Is that where we are right now? Is our food ready?
I would think that would be funny that you're such an actor, even in a musical, that you're like, I'm fully in. Like, paint this pussy green. I'm fully in. Like, I'm in character. Like, what's that dude that was, he's always in character all the time, 24 hours a day when he does movies? What's
Well,
that
like-
fucking guy?
You talk about Jared Leto from The Joker?
It could be him, too, yeah. Or, I don't know.
Lots of actors method
The
acts,
one dude, he
Jason.
became a cobbler. Do you know who I'm talking about?
What
Alright.
these random movie facts?
I'm sorry, Jason. I couldn't support you. You know I'm trying to find
He's
Wicked.
trying
I
to
typed
find
in
Wicked
Wicked
feet.
Wicked musical feet, and that's a hard Google to
It's
get
a
in. But I'm
hard
doing
Google.
it. I'm doing it for the goddamn.
It said the FBI is watching.
I don't
That's
even
what-
want to see what come up on your phone when
It's
you type
weird
that
because he
in.
typed it and then it opened up on a private, private page.
It goes.
It goes, hey,
Wicked.
it's weird. It says we turned off your location. Is that okay?
Wicked,
It goes. Keywords told us to put this to private. Keywords,
wicked
viewers.
green feet.
I did.
got
I
it.
Yeah.
literally did.
No,
But every picture is like the dress is so long that you can't even see her feet in.
Yeah.
So it's,
No.
don't say.
No, because she's she's conservatively dressed in every single iteration of the musical.
not the ones I watch.
The word it's called Wicked Sex, and it's
Someone painted feet green because I saw.
it's called Wicked XXX. Is it? You go.
Wixed? Oh, you're talking about Wixed, the one that I saw, Wixed? Yeah, it's the best one.
She's got green boobies too. No, but actually, that's funny you say that because in the book, her vagina is purple. You're welcome. You're welcome,
There's
listeners.
no way. There's
Swear to
no
God.
way. There's,
Swear to
they
God.
talk about her pussy in the book, Wicked?
Absolutely.
What
talk
did they
about-
say?
Dude, it's so funny. It's so funny because people will be like, they're not gay together. But literally in the book, they're like hanging out with the not green one, and they're all like, hey man, did you hear about this fucking witch lady or whatever? And they go, I think she's got a dick. Like, they go, no, she doesn't have a dick. She's just like weird or whatever. I bet she fucks animals. And they're like, nah, I bet she's just gay. Like it's the weirdest. And then
There's
they-
a
and
Wicked
then-
book?
Well, yeah, they take. That's how it works nowadays.
How does a book sing?
They take a normal story nowadays, and then some weirdo fucking just completely rewrites it into something that's completely
It's so crazy you
incoherent.
say that like it's just happening, as if it hasn't happened a million times throughout history. It goes book, movie, musical, and book usually, then movie, then musical, then movie musical, which is an adaptation of the. It's happened
Musical.
a couple of times.
Unless it's a
Yeah,
cartoon.
but how do you sing in a book?
You don't sing it. The musical is an original. It's usually an original composition, unless it's a jukebox musical, which you have to tell the audience before they get to the
Books
theater.
don't sing. She's trying to get me
It's-
again. No.
Every single musical that you've ever watched was a book first, and
Yeah,
that was not
right.
a musical.
Yeah, right. dude.
Unless it was a cartoon, and then it has to become live
It
action.
better fucking not be. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Yeah, typically they're like Mean Girls was a book, and then
What do they say about her purple pussy?
They go, she's got purple pussy.
It's just just like
It's like a weird book, dude. I'm telling you guys.
Was the book first?
Yeah, absolutely. No, okay. So first they wrote The Wizard of Oz, which is like Frank L. Baum,
Right.
and then this guy in like 2000 or maybe like 1999. It's like pretty recent. He goes, nah, I'm gonna retcon the shit out of this. And then he goes, they're all gay or whatever and weird, and she's got a pink pussy, and this is her side of things.
When was the book written? What year?
But I think it's like the movie came out in 39, so it would have been the 20s, I imagine. It's
Wicked. The book came out in the 20s.
no. The book Wicked
Yeah.
came out in the 2000s, I think, or
Oh.
like 99. That's what I'm saying. It's like hella
I
modern.
gotcha. All right.
Okay.
You guys don't fucking care about theater.
I mean,
Hey,
not even a little
hey,
bit.
That's
and you know
not.
that.
That's
Hey.
actually not even funny because you know that I'm in a musical coming up in
Jason,
in
I
April.
knew that you were gay.
That's not
I
true.
did know
What
that.
No,
musical are
it
you
is
in?
absolutely
Are
true.
you in Rent?
No, I'm going to be in Jesus Christ Superstar in April.
That rocks.
You don't even have hair.
I'm doing 7 shows.
Are
We've
you
been
one of the
rehearsing
guards? You
every
look
day.
like a good Roman
No,
guard.
I'm actually King Herod.
Ooh.
He's gonna kill
Yeah.
Jesus, guys. You heard
That's
it here
so
first.
crazy. Wow, you're a heretic.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, I'm going to kill Jesus. Completely true story.
Damn, so you and Judas have a handshake and stuff?
No,
Oh, but the
I don't-
Bible doesn't have any singing in it, Niles. Are you gonna be mad at Jason?
Yeah, no one made a...
Oh,
shit.
see,
Someone
yeah.
did make a musical
See,
about
the
it.
Bible was written in like what 20 AD,
Yeah, shut the
and
fuck.
then
The Bible was
yeah,
not
but
and
we
then
have
the
an
musical was
AD.
written in 1973.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
but
what I'm saying.
they
There's
have
like
a
a lot
lot
of
to go
time.
off of. They have a lot to go. All those hymns, they know how to pick the best
No.
now. It's gonna be like the Kendrick halftime show. It's only gonna be hits in the musical. I bet you it's only hits.
no.
The
way.
Lord is kind. The Lord is kind and merciful. Guarantee you that makes a fucking appearance.
Hello, Lord. And I'm so sorry. Help me.
Hello, Lord.
You should have seen it when I walked up there to audition. They just looked at me and was like, "What the fuck is going on here?" They were like, "What are you auditioning for?" And I was like, "King Herod." And they were like, "Okay, sing the song."
Hey, go
So-
Sons of Anarchy is next door, actually. So you're gonna wanna get over there.
And then I got done, and they were like, "So what experience do you have with the theater, Mr. Pierpoint?" And I said, "None."
None.
And they were like, "Okay, well, thank you very much. We'll be in touch." And I walked off the stage laughing, and a week and a half later, they called me, and I went, "Huh?"
That
Okay.
rocks.
Yeah.
Did they go? So are you like a guitar actor or like a normal?
That poor guy that wanted the King Herod part so bad.
Oh my God, that he was in all his high school
He was
classes.
in-
He went to community college here for classes, and he's like, I'm gonna get the king
He
part
said,
this year.
"There's no way I don't get
I
it."
gotta get it
And
this year.
fucking
This
Mr.
fucking
Pierpoint
guy
came in
goes,
here and
none,
fucking
huh?
stole it.
Later, smokes a joint
Hey,
outside.
I'm
He goes, this
outta
guy doesn't
here.
take the craft seriously.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, super dick. Am I
am,
right,
I am
guys?
by far the least experienced person on this whole cast. That's for sure.
Good, dude. Good. Show him up.
Yeah.
Show him up, dude.
No, I'm working on it.
Wait, so you sing?
Yeah.
I didn't even like. I was thinking about you trying out for this part. I didn't even realize that you have the talent of singing.
Yeah, it's an
That's
hour
awesome.
and 45-minute play. I have a 3-minute and 40-second part in the whole play. That's it.
Like a consecutive 3 minutes and 40 seconds or
Yep,
total
yep.
time.
I come out there and do one whole fucking song. I
Does
got
a
backup
bit.
singers behind me dancing around doing all that shit. So basically,
Wow.
I'm like
Do you
ridiculing
want to let
Jesus.
us?
the
Do you
whole
want to
thing.
give us like a little sample of like what that would be?
No,
No.
Niles, we talked about this. You can't
No.
ask actors to sing their parts. We literally just talked about this.
He's a rapper, so I'm gonna manipulate him into freestyling
All right, well, yeah.
for me on Sway in the Morning.
If you're gonna freestyle, then you gotta freestyle.
You got to freestyle for
I
us
am
in
not
opera
rapping.
style.
No rap. I like rap. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not.
Yeah,
a
that's a
rapper.
guy who definitely is racist. I like rap.
I have rap.
Name one rap.
I have rap friends.
Name one rap.
No, I have a rap friend for sure. No, his name is John. He's at my work. That's actually so funny. That's so funny calling your black friends your rap friends.
Yeah, I have rap friends. Yeah.
No, yeah, not many rappers in the audience.
No, anybody want to come up and rap?
Any rappers in the audience? No, there's
guy
one
look-
rapper at the bar.
I was gonna say that guy looks black in the shadow, but he's not.
Hell yeah.
Oh wait, there is a black guy in the back.
We have a very diverse crowd that comes in here.
We have one diversity in the crowd.
Crowd diversity, yeah, we got one.
We have
We got a
one.
diversity, yeah.
We have one, and I don't count.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
So I always try to ask everybody. So
Okay, so let's start the podcast
I was gonna
right
say.
now.
I was gonna say. So
Yeah.
now we're starting
Now I'm
right
gonna
now.
ask
Can
you
we start
questions,
now,
yeah.
please?
Yeah.
Can we actually? Okay,
Go.
thank you. Okay, now we're
So,
starting.
what
Now
got
we're
you
on
guys
the
into comedy?
line. Ew, wait, is that really what you were gonna ask us? You fucking psycho.
No, it's what the
No.
people are dying to know about me and
yeah.
Niles.
Yeah.
How
No one-
long will it take us to murder all the other podcasters?
Everyone knows exactly why both of us got into comedy. Mine was Shane Gillis. Hers was Buffy the Vampire
Yeah.
Slayer.
I could fight every other podcast with one arm tied behind my back.
Well, you guys are a little bit younger.
We are.
Probably a lot younger.
We are.
Don't worry about how old I am.
Nicole's
audience.
22. I'm 28.
22, twice
Are
this
you?
year.
You are not seriously 22 years
I'm
old.
Yeah, she's
21
22.
years old. I
Get
got a
the
fake
fuck
ID.
out of here.
Yeah.
I got a fake ID. I'm 19.
Did you start comedy when you were like 6?
That's crazy. The first joke I ever did, 11. The joke was, is this my period?
Oh no, it's my diaper. I shit it, man. Okay. Anyways, I've been Nicole. Change it, please.
First grade. So I was fucking this bitch. And they're like, you should be a comedian. You're funny. Okay.
Second grade. My fingers are my dick. They go, whoa, she's onto something here.
No, for real though.
Third grade, I go, who do I gotta fuck to get a C- in this class?
They go, whoa. Okay. All right.
So no
Fourth
sports.
grade, they go, you gotta do fourth grade again.
Yeah, no, hold on. What was your fucking high school life like?
It was regular. No, I didn't start. Yeah, I was just a regular guy.
They say whenever you ask what their life was like and they say a certain thing, it wasn't that, but they want it to be perceived as that. So was it actually normal, or do you wish it was normal?
It was totally normal. I feel bad for comedians that have to start comedianing in high school. I felt like
It's called comedy.
I feel like bad for them that their brains are never gonna fully develop because
Wait, because
got
what? Sorry,
this
I was focused
disease.
on my riff. They started when?
when they were just having to do high school and stand-up comedy.
So how about the other
That
end
is
of the
wild.
spectrum? What do you think about comedians that start when they're 44 like I did?
Yeah, that's
Is that
yeah,
stupid as well?
I think the stupidest thing to do is not follow your dream. I don't think there's an age limit on it. I think you. Yeah, but genuinely, I think a kid doesn't like.
Well, what's your
You know
goal
what I'm
in it?
saying?
My goal?
Yeah.
I don't have any goals.
Do you want to make a living off? Like, would you like
no,
to make a living
no,
off
no,
of
no,
it?
absolutely not.
So then, what's the
I
problem?
am not
then
in
what,
the
what problem would
position
you
to
be
do that in my
perceiving it
life.
as starting it?
I have a
like-
full-time job, career, I should say. So,
Yeah,
Oh,
but
he
but
loves
what
having
do
a
you,
career.
But no. It sounds like you're trying to talk yourself out of it.
No,
Honestly,
no,
it does.
no.
As someone who has talked themselves out of it, being like, "Don't you dare."
I'm just checking what time it is.
don't get me wrong. If somebody came up to me tomorrow and was like, hey, we think you're absolutely fucking fantastic and we want to sign you onto this fucking contract with all these zeros, I'd be like, sure.
Okay.
But I
you
also
wanna make a
tried
living
doing that for
showrunning?
25 years with music, and that shit did not work out. I got told no by
Okay, but
87 record labels
the
over the
devil,
course
the
of
devil,
25
the devil
years.
comes to you. He's got a flaming sword. He goes, "I'm gonna knight you. I'm gonna bequeath you with the power of the devil, and you can have all your dreams come true, but only in either being a band or being a comedian. You can only have one. Which one are you choosing?"
Oh, he's choosing comedian for the paycheck. I remember band paychecks. Are you
No,
kidding me?
but it's the devil. It's to deal with the
20%.
it's to it's to deal with the
20%.
devil. The devil makes you as you're equally successful in both monetary and emotional
Ooh,
compensation.
Okay, so you would get.
Wow,
you'd
that
be a-
is
Yeah.
a,
You're
that is
either
a
gonna be-
fucking question.
You're
man.
either
That's-
going to be a
dude, then-
superstar drummer or a
Then
kind of
take a
famous
fucking
comedian.
hike, dude. If this, Jason, it's comedy. This has got to be in your blood, dude. Or a little bit. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
I will honestly say that it would probably be music. If somebody pulled up a fucking tour bus in front of my
Damn,
house,
Nicole's pissed. Nicole's mad.
I
try
worked
to
so
leave.
fucking hard at it for most of my life that if somebody rolled up in front of my house with a tour bus and fucking was like, get in, all the equipment's in the fucking trailer, we got you signed up for all the fucking festivals and all
That's
the big
crazy.
tours, you know, with Kill Switch Engage and all that shit, I'd be like, guess what, comics?
Kill
surprised
Switch
you haven't
Engage.
left. I'm
That's
Good
surprised you haven't.
fucking luck.
That's crazy. Okay, so what? So you would ideally tour with music for the rest of your life.
If I could get paid enough
Yeah.
to be able to sustain
You
my
do- in
family.
the
So I think that's a
in the
crazier. I
devil
think that's a
world.
crazier dream than sustaining a life off of this.
Why?
Because no
because-
one listens
because-
to his podcast. I'm just kidding. Thank you, audience.
Because first off, so this dream is the same. Like the avenues for the dream are the same as being in a band. It just requires five
It's-
more people to always be getting along.
Yeah,
We're technically in a
that's
band,
true.
and we're not getting along on this podcast. So like they wouldn't work with us two. So how is it gonna work? Like, you know what I mean? Like, just you, and you already have like half of the shit that you need to make a living off of it, which is the infrastructure of running a show.
Yeah.
If we were a band and we were the dogs, it would be 3 separate bands that we have joined with each of the 2 dogs at any particular time. You're gonna make us a band?
Every track that the bands release is a diss track at the other bands. Every single band
And
track.
it's just the 3 of us living together.
It's literally.
No, I don't.
You do have a great point, though. It is a motherfucker working with other band members.
Yeah, that's
No,
what
but
I
who
mean,
gives a fuck about that? In your fucking soul. In your soul, you have a goddamn musical instrument and you're using it and not in a funny way.
Yeah.
You're gay, Jason. I'm just kidding. No, I think it's cool that you have. I think that's cool.
No, I think music is way cooler than comedy, but you have
Yeah,
to be
but I
willing to
can
eat
beat you
your
up.
own. Yeah, 100%.
I have had a lot of
Beating
fun.
up Jason is pretty great.
I've had a lot of fun with comedy. I'm not going to get you guys wrong, man. I've had. It has been so much easier than people getting on the phone and being like, "Hey, do you want to come do a show?" And I go, "Guess who I got to ask?" Fucking nobody.
Yeah, exactly.
As opposed to back in the day when they're like, we want you to come out and play the show, and I got to wait for 4 other fucking guys to get a hold of me.
Exactly, dude.
You know, on text message
And
to
then
let me
think
know
about
whether
your
they're
band
available.
now. Think about your band now. It's
Yeah.
either other dudes your age who have to go, all right, let me check on the kids and the wife and the job and all that stuff,
Exactly.
or even sadder, it's a bunch of 20-year-olds that are like, yo, let's do the show. We need to each split the $50 between all 5 of us. And you go,
Or, what do you got?
this
You got
sucks.
kids?
I got kids, but they're all grown up now.
So you
Ooh,
just a
that's
wife?
sick. That's
you got a
perfect.
wife?
Yeah.
Ditch her, dude. Get on the road. Let's be comics. Let's do
Dude, she's been
comics.
holding you back.
holding
Get
you
out
back.
She's fucking right there, too.
Oh,
Get out
wow.
there. Hey,
Wait, that's your wife?
They want me to ditch you and go on the road and become a comedian.
There. Only if you're holding him back.
She said bye.
I go, she's holding you back. She goes, I wish she would go.
She goes, are you kidding me? I have a lot of outlooks here. She goes, I got a lot that could possibly happen
She
for
goes,
me.
she goes, I hope this whole Jesus Christ Superstar thing really takes off.
She goes, if it doesn't, I'm going to Jesus Christ. I swear to God. Kevin's been looking real good at that role.
It's so funny. Yeah, no, I think that's cool. Everyone's got their love. I thought I was a writer before I discovered comedy, but then comedy.
Is this
became-
live streaming to the bar?
No.
Hey.
You just want to just hail another beer.
I was trying.
Like, yeah.
Ayo, give
I was
us
trying.
another
Do you guys think
beer.
that you could possibly carry a conversation while I go get a beer? I know it's a
Go
lot
get
to
a
ask
beer.
for
It's
you.
fine.
No,
Nicole,
no,
I know I need
I'm
shit.
gonna death stare. Hey guys, staring.
Well,
contest.
hey, we're going on 40 minutes. We can wrap this up if you guys want to go
Rabbit-
fucking sit
Hell
and
no,
drink.
we're
Hell
just
no.
now reaching a flow. Are you
Yeah,
kidding me?
I thought we'd do a full hour. Are we
yeah,
not
this
gonna
is
do a
what
full
time is
hour?
it and how long do we what time do
We
you want
got
to stop
plenty
at?
of time.
What
The
do you
show
wanna
doesn't
stop
even
at?
start until 8 o'clock,
The
so
show-
we
yeah,
have
we
at
got
least a
plenty
half
of
an hour.
time, dude.
But I
He's
gotta
gotta
tear,
edit all this.
I gotta
which
tear
is
all this
pretty
shit down
funny.
and set it up for a live show too. So
How long does that take? What
like,
time is your
at
out
least
time?
10 minutes.
10 minutes? All right, so out of here at 45. We have 15. I don't need a beer for 15 minutes. Nicole, get off your phone. You don't need to text your girl.
I do.
You don't need to text your girl during a podcast.
I do. I gotta.
Nicole, do you want to talk about your relationship?
No.
Okay.
You know?
I literally was about to ask it, and as I was asking, I'm like, Nicole's never wanted to talk about
the
her
way
relationship
that I
on
would-
any,
the
like
way that I
even in
wouldn't
conversation between two people, let alone on a podcast.
I wouldn't even just end the podcast. I'd break all this equipment.
She's like, my private life is private.
This is.
100%.
Can I tell you guys a funny story?
I took a note from Bill Burr. I like when people are like, "Hey, your private life." So people be like, "Yo, what the fuck?" I love that shit.
I took
That's
a sip
what
of
I
your
do.
claw. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but Bill Burr doesn't keep his private life private anymore because he married
does.
that fucking left-wing nutcase, and now
Oh,
it's
wait,
taken.
no
now
way,
it's taken
no
over.
You came to the wrong
It's
motherfuckers.
taken over
Fucking
every
motherfuckers.
aspect of his comedy now, and
Oh.
he is no longer
absolutely not.
funny.
No, he isn't.
Yeah.
But that's because of his age and not because of his crazy wife. He's been with that chick for like 30 years.
Yeah,
Wait,
but when you get
Wait,
older, you're supposed to
okay.
go right-wing nut job, not left-wing nut
Okay,
job.
Dude,
now-
he's right.
all right.
No, you're.
now
I'm
now
sorry,
I'm
Jason.
glad that Jason is a
Jason,
musician, dude. Now I'm glad that
This
Jason
makes
does
sense.
music.
This
Hey.
makes sense, dude. This makes sense.
Hey, shut
dude.
up and play guitar. I'm just kidding, dude.
All the right-wing nut jobs in the front row just got up and left. There's like, fuck this
No.
comedy
Unfortunately,
show.
me and Dante tried to watch Bill's new special on Hulu, and it is pretty dog shit, unfortunately.
Dude, the day you hear me say I watched a comedy special, that's code for I've been kidnapped, and I need you
Facts.
to fucking send evac.
You
Nicole
don't
has a
watch-
lot of codes for I've been kidnapped, and it's all comedy related.
You don't watch comedy
Yeah,
specials?
I don't watch. I don't like.
She hates
comedy.
She
Yeah,
legitimately hates stand. Like she is not kidding when she says that. Like if we're like, hey, so we're gonna stay in here and watch a couple sets, she's like,
No.
all right, I'm gonna go in the car and play Stardew.
Fucking
And
leave
we're
it.
like, all right.
Surely we're not gonna stay and watch the whole set when none of us it is on the stage.
She does only watch her homies, which is fun. Which
You-
is fun.
You are by far the most masochistic comedian I've ever met in my life.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like no, because there's comics, and when you hang out enough with comics, you go, oh, that is the job. But then there are genuinely people who don't give a fuck about us, and they want to think that we're hot shit and that they're fucking lucky to be around us, and that's
Yeah.
what I want to do.
Yeah.
I want motherfuckers to be like, whoa, that was incredible. Not, oh, that was a cool set.
That was good.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm like Steve Martin, dude. The second I look out there and not every seat is sold out, I'll fucking take a hike.
I've been saying for a while that Nicole is exactly like Steve fucking Martin.
Dog, I just think when in the book.
Nicole and Steve Martin, boy, are those two peas in a pod
No,
right there.
because he goes, I put the arrow on my head and they clap for so long.
It clapped
I
for
had to
so
wait.
long I had to wait.
I go,
yeah.
it's me every time I get up there.
Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna kill you.
I go,
Nicole-
I turn the page, I go, I relate to that.
I've seen the monster that Nicole has become from seeing the before monster. So she used to tell early in my comedy career, she goes, she was very humble, and she goes, yeah, I write no matter how bad that I did, I always go, killed it. And she goes, I wonder if that's going to affect me in the future. Cut to now, whenever Nicole goes, I'm pretty much Steve Martin in that. They always laugh way too much for me, and
I do still kill it, dude. I have like I keep a show diary of every show I ever did. It's so
she
funny.
always kills it.
It used to be about like it'd be like, oh, here's who's on the lineup. Here's here's how everyone did. Now it's just like everyone sucks. 10 out of 10. Me, my boys were there. We murdered.
It is literally like her diary and Kanye's diary are so close to the same. It's
But I
a
am
few key differences, and not the Jewish one. No, I'm just kidding.
it's surprisingly not the one you think it is.
You're gonna get so famous. You're gonna start wearing Nazi hoodies here pretty soon.
Literally,
selling them
That's
online.
so crazy that
Oh
you
my
think
God.
I would let my political views get out in the open like that. Is that
I
funny?
love
I'm a
that.
Nazi, but I don't tell people.
She goes,
I'm just kidding.
no, the swastika is for
just
each of the
kidding.
4 years that I won Lansing's
It's
best
actually
comic.
like a Ukrainian symbol, and it means peace. So actually, you're being racist.
Oh my God.
You got a scrapbook.
Yeah. Well, I have a bad memory. This is me and I'll keep track of all my shows and how I did it and what it was like, and just like to be present. But then if I get like a couple weeks behind, I gotta like memento, and I'm like, Niles, where were we on Thursday? Last week Thursday. It's 6 o'clock. He's like, I don't know. I'm like,
I usually don't know. It's terrible.
I'm like checking my notes, and I'm like, okay, I have a recording from the 19th, and then I gotta figure out.
It is funny how comedy levels go. I am technically like the second to Nicole. Like I should be giving her all her information the way they do in Devil Wears Prada. I should be like, oh, that's Jason. He booked you for a show, and you'll be going to a show on May 20th. And you're like, Jason, how's it going? It should be like that. But I swear to you, every time I go,
So you're Martin Short.
Jason Pierpoint.
No,
I know
She's
Jason
Stephen
Pierpoint,
Martin, you're
right?
Martin
and
Short.
I literally, I go, I know Jason Pierpoint. She goes, you love Jason. You've been to his show 3 times.
You
You fucking.
love
I go.
him.
Ah.
No,
Like,
but
it is-
also
it is.
that is cute. Niles doesn't know anybody, but I know everyone because I have dossiers. I'm like Batman. I got all your weaknesses. I
Dog,
keep track.
I go, I might want to, I kind of want to shit on these people. She goes, I want to destroy those people. She goes, I want them to be gone. I go, holy shit.
People are like, what do you like about comedy? I go, that I get to play Survivor. Okay. I'm making alliances in my head. I'm going over territories.
That is the best part of being like, okay, so we'll make an alliance with them, and then we can defeat them. It is funny. I don't know why, but I do love that about Nicole. It is a psychotic behavior
It's
because
psychotic.
everyone's just friend. No one is like mean to us ever.
That's
really.
not true.
But, well, okay. Okay, fine, dude. Fuck. Oh, do you want me to say fuck them? All right,
It's
all
me
right.
in the audience.
Fuck,
Me in the audience.
fuck.
Whatever you guys are doing.
Fuck Detroit.
in
Fuck
the
Lansing.
audience.
Fuck Grand Rapids. Fuck all of them, dude. I'll say fuck. No, I didn't know what we were doing.
Fuck the big three. It's just, well, actually, no, we are the big three, and I'm good with that.
Hell yeah.
Me, Niles, and Dante, we're the big three.
That is, I like that. I like that. I'll be J. Cole in that people don't respect me as much, but they're like, no, he's cool though. I'll accept that
You
role.
gotta stick together.
Wait, who's the other guy in the three?
Drake and Kendrick. I think that you're I don't know.
I feel like I gotta be Drake.
Yeah,
dude.
you're definitely a Drake.
'Cause, I can't be Kendrick. That's it's
I only
crazy
mean
to
for the
watch.
liking young girls part, not for anything else.
That's crazy. I thought you meant Canadian mixed. That's what I thought. I go, I love Canadian football. I thought that's what we were talking about.
You go
Canadian
Toronto,
football's
right? I go
terrible.
because the children. You go that one.
'Cause
Canadian football's terrible. I
because-
played Canada in Canada,
Ooh,
and
you
they
play
put
Pete Sender.
you're
So
they
you
put-
disrespect Pete Sender.
they put their goalpost in the
At the
middle of the
front.
fucking end zone.
At the front of the in the middle of the
Yeah,
Oh.
so you know the receivers
Oh.
can slam into it at fucking 80 miles an hour.
That's rough.
It's dumb.
Wow, you guys wish we
Canadians.
could. Who are you
I
waving to?
I didn't
What's
see
up?
that there were comics showing up.
Oh,
Now I want to do this
What's
longer until
up?
all the comics show up,
Who's
so I'm
that?
better. That we look better than all the comics.
Who
You know
is
what I mean?
that with you, Dan? Who
Dan,
is
who's that with you? Who are you?
Oh, nice.
What's up? Okay.
Weirdly, we picked up that audio. That's crazy.
Yeah, we did pick that. Okay. I was just checking. I didn't.
Dan Reynolds, man, lucky. This is.
So yeah, but it just makes me feel better than them that we're up here and talking into mics with headphones on, looking like we're doing something. You know.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's
We
like
just
walking
not
around
say
with a
nothing, no.
clipboard on a work site when you're not lifting anything, but you look like you're doing something more.
I
important.
actually haven't recorded any of this. It's just pretty much like all for show.
We're all just having a terrible conversation with each other.
I'm
and totally
really gonna
fucking.
need
You're like,
Dude,
where
I'm
can
gonna
we
need
find
you-
the podcast, Jason? Yeah, you can't.
You
I'm
can't.
gonna
I
need
kind
you
of
to
just
delete
say
a
it.
lot of this. I'm gonna need you to edit
I'm not
a lot
deleting
of
a
this
fucking
out.
second.
So
of
every
this.
time I look at Nicole to laugh at one of my riffs and she doesn't, you're gonna need to delete it, which
You're
is
gonna
about the last
delete
35
that.
minutes straight.
Delete
So
'em. I
Yeah.
am not having a good time, Jason.
All right.
It's a funny thing to say on a podcast.
Well,
I'm just
we're going to wrap
No,
up
we're
this
not.
podcast
No,
with,
we're
with
not.
No, we're
Nicole
not wrapping
not
up.
having
We
a
are
good
doing the
time.
podcast for the next 2.5
No,
hours.
we're not.
We're not doing
There's
the show
no
anymore.
way. You owe us 4 more minutes. I'm sure.
4
of it.
more minutes.
Is that not-
Jesus. I got to tear this
I
shit
gotta beat
down.
the shit out of you, Jason.
I gotta
No,
tear
we
this
should let
shit
it- we
down.
should I want to get another beer
all
too.
right,
Let's
yeah,
let's let him
All
finish
right.
his show.
Well, hey,
Let's not
I'm-
bully him into
no one watched
podcast
this
anymore.
episode.
I'm going to do the obligatory where the fuck can people find you and what do you got going on next?
All right, you
first.
can find me at McFancy Von Pants on Instagram. People say it's mouthful, but it always kills when I say it at Five Below.
All right.
The joke there is that Five Below is self-checkout, so no one really likes it. It's just for
It
me.
wasn't when I wrote that joke. It wasn't when I wrote that joke. You can catch us every Monday and Tuesday.
Yes. Hey, go to Lansing to Max because Nicole is a co-host up there at Max now.
And Common
Right
Pub
now.
in Detroit
And
because
Common
Nicole
Pub.
is also a co-host in that, where I'm co-hosting too with Dante at our open mic every week at the Common Pub.
Yep. I've
By
got that.
Wayne-
I've got
by
that
Wayne
written
State.
on your cards. So
Ooh, how
And
fun.
if y'all motherfuckers don't watch this shit, I will literally kill you.
There'll be
at Niles the River on Instagram.
there'll be 35 people, I guarantee it, because that's the
Ooh.
average on YouTube.
Nice.
Cool. So I'm 34 away from beating my arch nemesis in followers. So if I don't get those 35 follows, Jason, I'm coming for your ass.
Dude,
All right,
also
that
though, I
sounds
am
good.
pretty close. I'm getting closer to 1,000 followers on Instagram, so please
Yes.
follow me. I
Mustard!
have 835.
There you
Follow
go.
me on Instagram.
All right. Well,
Follow
we're
me.
out here live at Comedy at the Creek 19. I know it doesn't make any difference to who I'm talking to in this fucking microphone because
I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
it's gonna be fucking done by the time I put this out. So,
Yeah.
but
It's gonna be
anyway,
amazing. Happy
I
St.
love you
Paddy's
guys.
Day. I
Thank you
love
very much
All
for
right,
fucking
bye.
coming out.
I love you, Jason. Bye, everyone.
Bye.